And we are underway in Buffalo. A nice little gift there to start the ball game as they will begin things at the 40-yard line. Here's Hines. And he works his way forward to pick up 4 yards there. Second down. These two teams, you might recall, met up back in September in Week 3. And it was the visitors getting the win there, so they'll be looking for the sweep back here at home. The run got 4. Now they deal with a 2nd and 6. Now Allen. Oh, the ball comes out on the hit, but they'll say it's incomplete.
One thing that you're going to see from this offense is that they love the matchup with their wide receivers against this secondary. That one wasn't successful, but don't expect them to back away from attacking all game long.
Dancing to his left. Now there's the former Dolphin, Jarvis Landry. And he's going to be taken down right at the 40-yard line. But Charles, did it seem like to you that maybe they were a little worried about his running prowess there? Because everybody kind of froze when he got outside the pocket and they were able to throw it for the first down.
Absolutely, and you work all week getting ready for a game, and you know that the potential is there for him to run it, but you better take care of those receivers downfield. They can hurt you first.
Shakir hauls it in, and he's going to be taken down just shy of the 35. They'll need to get it to the 30 for a first. This is 3rd down. Now Allen. And he completes it to the tight end Knox. He's going to have the first down and more than that. And all the way home for a Bills touchdown. Dawson Knox, his 4th touchdown on the year. And the Bills will jump on top with the game's first score here this afternoon. Extra point by Bass, up and good. And that makes the score 7-0. After the touchdown, Bass to kick it away. Well, here comes a return from the middle of the end zone. And he's able to get this across the 20, but not by much, as he's marked down officially at the 21. Play action. Now Jackson. Oh, he's going to take a shot right away. He's got a man complete. And he will take it in for a Dolphins touchdown. Boy, Charles, this offense is just so explosive. They lead the league in scoring, and another example of just how good they are right there on that play.
Yeah, we often overstate about how explosive teams are, but this team is truly a threat to score on every snap, especially on the first few plays of any series. And a big streak like that only adds to their reputation as the league's best offense.
Each team's had it. Each team has scored. 7-7 here as the kick's away. Nyheim Hines now out of his end zone. And no alley to be found. The coverage was solid, and he's dropped at the 18. The Bills come to the line to start their next drive. Well, this offense, Charles, remember the last time they were out here, marched it nearly the full length of the football field, and a lot of the attack went through the air, so now they're seeing if they can duplicate that performance.
Okay, if I show my age a little bit, partner, because I can hear my high school coach, John Ford. I can hear his voice in my head. Laddie, when you put the ball in the air, 3 things can happen, and 2 of them are bad. But the way the game's being played now, this is just part of what they do, so I don't think they should change anything at all. They've been dominant. Keep throwing it around.
Now a deep ball there on 2nd down, but it'll wind up incomplete.
And that's a tough throw because he's moving to his left. He's got to get his shoulders pointed back right to throw it all the way across field to try and connect. Unable to do so.
Throwing is Allen on third. And this pass broken up. Excellent coverage there on third down, as that was not an easy one to hold on to.
And that is how you respond after taking one on the chin to begin this game. Give up a first drive touchdown, go back out on defense, and completely shut them down to force a 3-and-out.
Here's the punter, Martin, out to kick it away. A chance for Waddle on the return. A 47-yard punt, maybe a couple on the return. And it'll be Dolphin football. The Dolphins at the line, ready for their next drive. Well, partner, coaches always say that every play is designed to score a touchdown. Sometimes that's not really true, but last drive, that was the case. One play to get into the end zone. And he's got a man complete. And all the way in for a Miami touchdown. Jalen Waddle with his 19th touchdown, his second of the game. And the Dolphins have taken the lead. Extra point up and good by Sanders, and that makes the score 14-7. Bailey now to kick it away after the touchdown. Out of the end zone, here comes Hines. And that decision to bring it out ends up not being a good one. Costs him about 5 yards as he's tackled at the 20. Buffalo offense ready to go for their next drive. These guys definitely hoping for a better showing than their last appearance. They couldn't really even move the football much beyond the shadows of their own goalpost, Charles. We'll see if they can get a better, more sustained drive going here.
Yeah, and every team that we ever talk to says the exact same thing. When you start a drive from that deep in your own territory, the goal is a minimum of at least 2 first downs, because even if you have to punt then, you change the field position, right? You flip the field a little bit. They didn't get that done. This time they want to string together a nice drive and help themselves out.
Looking for more there on first down, but this throw downfield incomplete. The Bills at 9-4 now on the year, and they've certainly found their groove of late. Winners of 5 in a row.
And this team is absolutely playing their best football right now. This is the best that we've seen them play in a long time, partner. Sky's the limit as far as they're concerned. Their confidence really soaring.
He had the touchdown earlier. This one's going to get him a first down. Left side, Cook. And a good run here as he'll rumble all the way down to the 40-yard line. So now 1st and 10 as they've crossed into Miami territory right at the 40. Allen now looks to throw. Looking left side, and he's got a man. That's Davidson. And he's brought down, but not before he reaches the 8-yard line.
First and goal at the 8-yard line. Middle. 56. Alert!
Allen going to throw. And this is caught for a Bills touchdown. From 8 yards out. And the Bills are an extra point away now from tying this ball game. An extra point by Bass, up and good. And we are tied at 14. This one tied at 14 now as he sends this one away. And this is going to be returned from the middle of the end zone. Oh, a good return up past the 30. Past midfield. The 30. 10, 5, and he will score. Touchdown, Miami.
Well, he made the right choice by result, but a little bit surprising because now with touchbacks coming back to the 25 instead of the 20, when guys fielded that deep in the end zone, I think most coaches want them to take a knee.
Yeah, it's resulted in more kneel downs. Not right there. Sanders on for the extra point.
good. Makes the score Dolphins 21, Bills 14.
So now the other return teams out there as they'll try to duplicate what they just saw. Out of the end zone, here comes Hines. And a nice job there on special teams to limit him to inside the 15 as he's dropped at the 14. The Bills come to the line to start their next drive. And the points, they have come fast and furious in this quarter.
You really don't want to be on the defensive side of the ball right now, do you? Because you're either thinking, my replacement may get an opportunity.
Your head better be on a swivel.
Totally. Or maybe I just need to get out of the game for a while because I just can't slow these guys down. They've got to figure out a way to disrupt these offenses. And typically, one guy makes a big play, and that can help change things.
They'll be looking for disruption on both sides right now. And meanwhile, Allen's throw going to be caught by Davis. They get 16 out of that one, but they'll still need to convert on third.
And that was yardage that they needed there after the sack on first down. They didn't get all of it back, but now they look at third down as a manageable situation, one that they have a much better chance of picking up.
Third down, here's a run by Cook. And he's going to be a yard short. Needed 4, but got 3. They'll run for it. Cook. And he's able to get this one up to his 30 before he's out of bounds. The fourth down run successful. Now they look to pay it off on first down.
First and 10 at the 30-yard line.
Play action. Now it's Allen. Flush to his right. And he gets this up across the 35 before he's out of bounds. He'll get 8 on the scramble there. It'll be second and a couple. And now they'll throw with Allen. That's to Cook out of the backfield. And he'll be out of bounds after getting this one across the 40. They'll get 3 as the drive continues. It's a first down. On play action, Allen. It's caught by Davis. And he's going to be taken down right at the 40-yard line.
But one of the ways the quarterbacks keep all the receivers alive in a play, never lock in on any one guy. Make sure you keep your eyes moving, scan the field. And here he finds the open guy for a nice pickup.
So they fake the handoff. Now Allen. And he can't find a receiver, and he's brought down. Christian Wilkins. He's the one to get him, and that is sack number 7 for him on the year. Another try after the first down sack. Allen. Oh, you saw that one coming. It's intercepted. Thrown back across his body. Picked up by Noah Igbenogany. And the Dolphins are in great shape here as they take over at their 46-yard line. Well, he's certainly not been afraid to take some chances downfield. Now, look, it's paid off for him a couple of times. That time, not so fortunate.
And that's where I want to start, what you said. It's paid off a couple of times. So his aggressiveness has been good for his offense for the most part. So he throws an interception there. No one likes that. But I would not rein him back in. The return on investment thus far has been pretty good. 2 touchdowns to 1 interception.
Oh, now he'll try and chuck it deep left side. Thrown across his body, and it's intercepted. Picked off by Micah Hyde. And the Bills are going to take over at their own 41. He got outside the pocket there trying to improvise, and he was calling for the ball downfield, but still the interception.
I think what happened
He did call for the ball thinking that he was open, but I think the quarterback spotted him too late. And that margin that he had on the defenders, that got eaten up, and they came up with the interception.
So the completion good for 6 yards, and it's second down. And at his size, he's a smaller back. You can get him to football. He can kind of get lost, make someone miss. It's good for him.
Yeah, it's great for him. I like what you said there. Sometimes he gets lost.
All right, rifles one, and that's going to be intercepted. Picked off by Channing Tindall. And the Dolphins are going to get the football here as the ball will come out to the 20. So consecutive interceptions here early on in this one, and maybe setting the tone, Charles, for a game where the defense really takes center stage.
And don't you think that both offenses are really catching a bit from their coaching staff about avoiding these turnovers that we've seen early? I think both teams are trying to find an advantage. We know that. Can one of them break away and take control of this game?
They'll start this drive out on the ground. And he's able to get this up just shy of the 15. Trying to find some space to operate, and now they'll have it. A gain of 12, a big first down to get away from the end zone. Jackson now. That's going to be brought in by Higgins. And way up past the 35 before he's taken down. 23 yards on the play. Back-to-back good plays have him on the move on first down. To throw is Jackson. He'll let it go deep for Beckham. And he fires one that's intercepted. Jair Elam makes a pick. Well, we saw plenty of that during his much-heralded college career. He parlayed that into becoming a first-round selection. And now here he is making interceptions in the National Football League.
And this is a guy that has all the physical tools, but the thing that sets him apart is what he's got between his ears. And that's the sixth sense for knowing where the football is going. Just an excellent play there to create the turnover.
It's a 6-yard pickup, and it gets him to 2nd and 4.
Well, they did throw interceptions on their last 2 drives, so no surprise at all they decided to start it with a running play. I'm actually a little bit surprised, though, that they got as much out of it as they did.
Yeah, decent little gain. Puts them in a pretty good spot for 2nd down. Now the Dolphins going to burn the first of their timeouts, as the clock will stop with 55 seconds to go until halftime. In search of 4 yards here to pick up the first down. To throw, it's Allen. Looking left sideline, it's and now look at this, big gain but a fumble. And did the offense get it back? They did at the 1-yard line. Now a second timeout called for by the defense. So that means they're down to 1 remaining here as we head toward halftime. A chance now to get even before the break as they come up 1st and goal. Allen now on the sneak, and he'll get in. Touchdown, Buffalo. The sneak successful from a yard out, and the Bills are an extra point away from tying the ball game here in the final minute of the first half. Extra point by Bass, up and good, and that is going to tie our game as we approach halftime. A couple of teams locked into a good one here. 21 all the score as the kick's away. Taken from about the 12. And able to return this one all the way out to the other side of the field across the 50.
For a quick second there, I thought we were about to have a repeat performance of a kickoff return for a touchdown. This guy's on fire today.
Try to shake off the interception. He'll look to throw. A hit as he throws there, incomplete.
I think he had to unload that one before he wanted to. He was right up in his grill. I think he was a dentist there without a license, don't you?
Just not enough time for the play to develop. Just lucky it wasn't a fumble, really. To throw on 2nd and 10. Jackson. And they take him down. The Bills get to him. Now the Bills are going to use the first of their timeouts as they'll stop it with 25 seconds to go here in half number one.
Well, that's what they have to do more of defensively, not just getting sacks. We have to keep getting in his face, not let him get his feet set and deliver. He's been coughing them up previously.
Yeah, already has a couple of touchdown passes. About time they put a few grass stains on that jersey. He's got his man on the crossing route. This is Higgins. And he is going to have the Dolphins first down as they're able to get the third down conversion. Now Jackson. And he's going to be hit and taken down. Back right around the 48-yard line. So we've reached halftime in a wild first half. We'll take a minute to catch our breath as we'll send you down to Orlando and we check in with Jonathan Coachman for our EA Sports Halftime Report. Coach. Welcome back. Halftime over. We are ready for quarter number 3 alongside Charles Davis. I'm Brandon Gordon. And ready to get the party started for the second half. It was an even first half, all tied on the scoreboard. This will be brought out from the middle of the end zone. And he'll be brought down shy of the 20, so the decision to bring it out of the end zone, not a good one. The Dolphins at the line ready for their next drive. This offense ready for the first drive of the third quarter. Well, quarters number 1 and 2 entertaining. We saw some good offense points put up, Charles. And that's caught inside the 35. And they're going to move it down inside the 25. Well, for Lamar Jackson, we know all about how dangerous he is running the football, but he can really sling it as well. And he'll take this into the end zone for a Dolphins touchdown. A 24-yard touchdown. And the Dolphins have broken our tie as they take the lead. Extra point up and good by Sanders. And they will take a 7-point lead. Bailey now to kick it away after the touchdown. Out of the end zone, here comes Hines. And all deep in his own territory, he coughs up the football. And this is picked up by the Dolphins. And this is brought all the way back. A fumble recovery and taken to the house for a Miami touchdown. Extra point up and good by Sanders. And the lead now up to 14.
Bills 21.
And you can bet they're preaching 2 hands on the ball here as the kicks away following that fumble return. This is taken just shy of the 10. And able to get this across the 20, but not much further as he's dropped at the 23-yard line. Buffalo offense ready to go for their next drive. And right now, Charles, it just feels like they're trying to keep pace. They did score the touchdown last time out, but they still trail by double digits here. We'll see if this offense is once again up to the task.
Yeah, and I think that after the last drive, they've got to be pretty revved up, don't you think? Everything they were doing was working pretty well. They go back out there with the same mindset, playing the same tempo and the same pace. Still a lot of time left to make something happen in this one.
On 2nd and inches, Allen, and the Dolphins rush gets home. Down he goes. This offense in desperate need of a conversion as they come up on 3rd down. On play action, Allen. This to Hines on the drop-off. And he gets this up to the 34 out of bounds there. 10 yards, good enough for a Buffalo first down. Throwing now is Allen. And it's incomplete. Took a shot, couldn't connect.
Well, you know me, whether you need it or not, I'm going to give a little unsolicited advice. Just throw it downfield out of the pocket, only if you're absolutely sure. Otherwise, use your running ability and try and get those yards a safer way.
And able to use his blockers to get this up over the 40. Coming up here looking for 3 yards to pick up the first. Allen going to try and throw on 3rd down. Uncorks one for Davis. And Allen going to be intercepted for the 3rd time. And the Dolphins are going to get the football here as he gets this up past the 20-yard line.
Well, when you start thinking of guys that are in the mix for Defensive Player of the Year, I think you use him as Exhibit A. Maybe he's not the leading guy right now, but he's at least on the periphery and deserves to be in the discussion.
And because of that, he's looking at a game today where in order to make that big move and maybe become the guy, he needs multiple takeaways, multiple big plays, things that get our attention and reverberate for weeks to come.
On 2nd and 7, Jackson eluding the pressure right. On the run, he'll let it go deep, right sideline.
Martin, I think he's got to be careful as he continues to try to extend plays because he's already been intercepted in this game. And the coverage, they continue to challenge all of his receivers downfield.
They head to the line facing a 3rd and 7 following the incompletion on 2nd down. Off the play fake, here's Jackson. In trouble, and he's taken down. Von Miller getting him once again, his 3rd sack of the afternoon. The Dolphins will send out the punter now. And the way this offense has moved the ball, he hasn't been needed till here in the 3rd. And this returnable for Hines. All told, a 54-yard punt, 13 on the return. And the Bills will take over the football with a 1st and 10. The Bills come to the line to start their next drive. So now, Charles, this drive maybe a touch more important, trying to erase the memory of that interception they had the last time out.
Yeah, and everyone goes through this because even the best in the game, you're going to have games where it just doesn't go right for you and interceptions result. So, frankly, to me, it's all about how you respond, not just the types of plays that you call, but how you carry yourself, how you show your team that you're still with it, and how you continue to lead.
Now left side on the swing pass. And out of bounds on the other side of midfield at the 45. 11 yards and a Buffalo 1st down. Now Allen. And that is incomplete.
And those two just have been in sync thus far. They've done a nice job against him, but still, with his talent, you would expect him to have more completions to him in this game.
We're in the 3rd quarter in upstate New York with a 2nd and 10. And again, it's Allen. And he's got the hook up to Landry. And he is out of bounds right around the 10-yard line. The catch and run pays off to the tune of 35 yards. So now following the big play, they've got a 1st and goal all the way down at the 10. To the air, Allen. And his pass is intercepted for the 4th time today. Brandon Jones picking it off. And the Dolphins are going to take over at their own 11-yard line. With the points that we've seen scored, neither defense has been at their best, but these guys, they've been a little bit better, Charles, and a nice interception there.
Yeah, you're right about that, Brandon. Let's face it. It's not always how you start, it's how you finish, right? So maybe you have a rough game all the way along, but if you make a big play like that at the right time, it can make everything turn out just okay.
A throw left side to start the drive is complete. And he's going to get a solid gain of 9 before being brought down. 2nd and right at a yard. Here's 2nd and a yard. Now it's Jackson. He's got the hook up to Odell Beckham. And he'll get this one way up just shy of the 45-yard line. That one covers 24 yards. It's a 1st down.
And now we get into the psychology of the whole thing because a lot of teams with a 2-score lead in the 3rd quarter, they almost become defensive.
Back now in Buffalo.
It's Dolphin football. It's also Dolphin lead to begin quarter number 4. Back-to-back good plays have them on the move on first down. Hands it off out of the gun. And a good pickup there. He gets about 6 up to midfield. Yeah, I think we can get used to seeing more of that in this fourth quarter, especially if they're having success on the ground like they did there.
Yeah, I think back when we met with the head coach in preseason, and all he talked about was building a bully. And I think it was this situation he was envisioning. Trying to ice a game, plenty of time left, but being able to give the ball to his big runner and pound away and try and finish off a game.
A second down pass play there, but it's incomplete. That pass just a little bit off. It looked like maybe he tried to force it in there.
Game speed, always different, no matter what you do in practice. Can't simulate it, right? So your decision-making, everything has to be a little bit quicker. Sometimes it can throw you off until you adjust.
And he's going to get this one down to the edge of the red zone. On first down, they'll go to the ground attack. And he'll take it down here just shy of the 15 at the 16-yard line. If nothing else, they've already taken a couple minutes off the clock here already as they come up second down. And that is caught. Touchdown, Miami. A great play there. A beast in the red zone with his second touchdown of the game. And the Dolphins look like they're going to get back in the win column as they extend their lead here in this fourth quarter. Extra point up and good by Sanders. And the lead now to 3 touchdowns at 21. Taken from about the 12. And he had no room to run as he's tackled down inside the 20. Allen and the Bills now with a 1st and 10 at their own 18. They go back to the air here after the INT on the last drive. He'll air this one out deep for Davis. And my goodness, another interception. Picked up by Jalen Ramsey. And the Dolphins are going to take over a couple of yards shy of midfield. I think you and I were a little surprised back earlier in the game when he threw his second interception. I mean, who would have thought a quarterback of his caliber picked now 5 times?
It's beyond stunning to me because we're used to that with maybe a quarterback with less experience or less talent. But
This is caught inside the 15. It's a big play there for Miami. And even 50 yards. Jackson looking end zone, but it's incomplete. Well, fourth quarter with a 3-score lead here, Charles, but they're still going back to the air and looking for more points.
Well, with this game well in hand, it's an opportunity for the guys to come off the bench and get a chance to play. And a lot of coaches, they want to run their full playbook no matter who's on the field.
Second down and goal. Jackson. He's got it. Touchdown, Dolphins. A 1-yard touchdown reception. And the Dolphins stretch this fourth quarter lead even further, and they are closing in on win number 12 of the season. Extra point up and good by Sanders, and that'll increase their lead to 28. Bailey now to kick it away after the touchdown. Out of the end zone, here comes Hines. And the decision to bring it out, not a good one, as he's tackled at the 15.
In this position, trying to get back into the game, teams are looking for a spark from their special teams. That's not what they got, though. They got a setback, and they have a long field to cover if they want to try and put points on the board.
Allen off the play fake. And now here is another interception. Picked off by Channing Tindall. And the Dolphins are going to take possession of the football. Charles, whatever's going on between his ears right now, it's just not completely calculated correctly. 7 picks between last week and this week after that one.
And they always say the most important part of a player is those 6 inches between the ears.
Touchdown, Dolphins! From 8 yards out. And the Dolphins start to open this lead even wider here in the fourth. Extra point up and good by Sanders. And this one was over a while ago as they just add on to that big lead. Bailey now to kick it away after the touchdown. Taken from about the 12. And he won't get this to the 20-yard line as he's down at the 19.
The Bills take over first and 10 at their own 19-yard line.
Buffalo offense ready to go for their next drive. That 5-game win streak is ticking away here in the fourth quarter. Just haven't been as sharp. And now a fumble. The ball's out.
Wow, that ball gets knocked free, but a teammate comes along and scoops it up. It's almost like baseball. Guys at bat, people are on base in scoring position. One guy doesn't get him home. The next guy comes through and picks him up.
And avoids the turnover. And a big loss here as he's taken down. The defense rising to the challenge and setting him back on the sack.
We all know he's one of the better quarterbacks in the league, but definitely not today. His team trailing by multiple touchdowns and a late sack. Just a parting gift from the defense for him to take back to the locker room with him.
Now a shot taken on third down, but it's going to wind up incomplete.
That's coverage you'd expect to see in a tie game late. Not in a lopsided game like this. They are not letting up.
The punt team on now is from their end zone. They get it away. Waddle now to return it. A nice run back there off the good punt. It's a 16-yard return. And the Dolphins will begin this drive in great field position, 1st and 10. On 1st and 10, it's Jackson. Open man is Higgins. And he goes down, but not before getting this inside the 25. Just 2 minutes remaining here in the fourth quarter of what has been a one-sided affair. 23 yards, the final tally. From the gun, Jackson. A quick throw there going to be batted away and incomplete. But their passing attack, even though that one was incomplete, has been really sharp in this one. It's resulted in a lot of touchdowns. And it looks like they're not going to stop throwing the football until the very end of this one.
Well, that will certainly make everyone involved on offense pretty happy because that gives them all a chance to pad their stats a bit. But as far as the actual need, you and I both know they can just run this clock out because this one, it was over a long time ago.
Throwing for his running back, and he's got him complete. And they are going to score again. Yet another touchdown as they just add to their totals. Extra point up and good by Sanders. And this one was over a while ago as they just add on to that big lead. Bailey now to kick it away after the touchdown. Taken from about the 12.
On the return, the Bills take over first and 10 at their own 22-yard line.
And they take a knee. Now the Dolphins going to burn the first of their timeouts as they'll talk things over prior to this upcoming second down play. And they'll indeed take a knee. Now a second timeout called for by the defense as they'll head to the sideline and talk over what to do next. Dolphins bring on an extra defensive back on third down. Working out of the shotgun. Here's Allen. He's got it complete to Stephon Diggs. 25 yards that time. That's what we're used to seeing from him right there. Plays like that, why he's number 4 in the league in terms of receiving yardage.
Able to make adjustments all along the way. It doesn't matter where he lines up, where he releases from. Working his way into the secondary, figures out defenses and finds weak spots in order to get open.
And they will take a knee here. This game, it was well in.
Whenever I touchdown, touchdown, touchdown. 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 I hope y'all can mess double E, cause I need your eyes on me. Once I get my feet in this end zone, no one can STOP. Can I make a scene like a movie, feeling big, keep it juicy before we start getting unruly. I've been hooping like a hoolie, keep it coolie before I stuff you in a locker like a bully. Like a bully. Put in the work, you can see my fingernail dirt. I'm the
It's more than a game, don't play with my name. You come with your goons, I'm bringing my game. All of that talking just sound like a show, I'm just letting you know that I'm not entertained. You hear the crowd, they screaming my name. I got the stadium going insane. Done with the talking, it ain't no discussion. Started out finished, put me in the game. Put me in the game. Yeah, put me in the game. All of that talking just sound like a show, I'm just letting you know that I'm not